There's something for every imagination at your local comic shop. Visit comicshoplocator.com to find a store near you.
What's up, Internet? It's Kyle. And hey, that other person is supposed to be Rex. The one guy's definitely not Rex. Just saying.
Just saying?
Not Nick?
No, today it's not Rex.
Yeah.
And it's not John either.
Not Rex. Yes, that's right. We are here for the original art experience. We got Will in the comments. We got Jason. Welcome, Jason. I think this is the first time I've seen you. Welcome, Jason.
Hey,
Our dude Jordan is back.
Jordan.
Say hi when you get here, the internet.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi. Say hi when you get here. I could run my mouth, but instead, let's just look at art.
Let's look at art. This is going to be a good day. We've got a good mix of art. It's July 4th weekend. We want to have some fireworks. We brought Captain America and Superman for the most part. So this is a good mix. We brought a few prints thanks to our friend Spencer Beck. We have remarks. So we're trying to have price points for everyone. What I'm going to do is bring the first thing on the air, which is the Avengers with remark, the classic Avengers on one. We're going to have to do this one at a time, aren't we?
Yep.
The classic Avengers on one with Thanos fighting. You know what? Let me see what I could do. All right. This is not a sitting sport. All right. So here we go. Avengers #1. This is Earth's Mightiest Heroes. These are remarked by Mariano Nicieza, yes, Fabian's older brother, and Jose Delbeato. These are all hand-drawn. We only have one of the original three Avengers, well, not the original three, the main three Avengers from the movies, Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor, fighting Thanos. Now, these are usually almost $200 each, but for tonight, this will be $100. Comes with a certificate of authenticity and to state that the remark and who it's by. There we go. It's a little grainy there. We apologize. So this is all entirely hand-drawn. And for those of you who watch us, usually we are closer to the screen and we don't have to move around like this, but my computer decided to die, and therefore I have to get up to show you. So look at the bright side. You only have to hear me. You don't have to see me. Then we have two more copies.
That's how we prefer it, Nick.
Exactly. Then we have two other covers. We have two of these. Again, Joe Delbeato, sorry. I'm getting mixed up with Jose Delbo. And Mariano Nicieza. These are both pretty much the same. This is original art. These are also going to be $100 each. So we have one left with the big three from the movies and one with Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Thor.
And each one is hand-signed.
And each one is hand-signed. So this is original art, and they are signed, and each comes with a certificate of authenticity. So to talk about a little bit about Mariano, talk a little bit about, do you have these images that you can pop on screen now, Kyle? Or at least one of them while we talk?
I'm working on it. I loaded up the ones that we had talked about earlier when we spoke earlier. I haven't loaded up all the individual remarks yet.
So the thing about these is that Mariano and Joe really spend a lot of time giving you an action scene in both cases. whether it's the one of Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor, the main three fighting Thanos, or it's Thanos fighting Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Thor. So definitely wanted to give you a cover splash page effect, and these take quite a bit of time. There you go.
Look at
There's
that.
the main one.
Look at that.
If
Look
you
at the
move
wall
it
now.
a little bit to the
Yeah,
viewer's
that's not an
right,
option.
if you move it a little to the viewer's right, you cannot show me. We might get more sales. So
What did Jordan ask here?
Is it a remark or is it a full cover sketch?
it's a full cover sketch. That is all original art with the exception of the logo. That is entirely original art. So we're calling it a remark probably out of habit. These are fight scenes that are covered on the entire cover. Like I said, Mariano and Joe wanted to give this a cover effect, wanted to give it a little bit more of a splash cover effect. So these actually take them quite a bit of time to do, which is why they're normally almost $200. But for the show tonight, for July 4th weekend, we wanted to bring it to you for $100. Affordable, limited edition collectible. And we've got Amy on our side letting us know when any questions. So then on top of that, we've got two others, and I think we only have one each of these. We have these two Captain America, and again, this is also full cover. This is Captain America #1. This one is by Free Isabella, Captain America and Falcon with, again, Thanos. And then you have this one by Ken Hazer with Captain America, and it's colored.
And full color and fighting COVID.
Full color, fighting COVID. So something that may not age well.
Yeah,
I hate to
well,
say it.
It's a moment in time. It's certainly a piece of history. So it may age well, it may not, but who knows? But, I mean, we talk about this all the time, and you're right. Maybe we get out of habit of calling it remarks. But, I mean, you're really looking at a full work of art, a piece of original art, that they spend a significant amount of time, as you can see. And especially this particular Captain America is actually colored. So it's a nice bridge. You know, you've mentioned this before. It's a nice bridge between, comic collectibles and original art because each one is hand drawn. So no two are exactly the same.
Exactly.
So
Ron, on that first book, there was one that was different, and then there were two that were very similar.
Yes, but
The one that was different is this one here. It's your big three from the original from the movies.
So, all right, so Kyle's got that one up. So
and then the other one is this one, where it's more Thanos doing Thanos-y things.
right, but even though they're similar, and let me see if I can get it in the camera, they are each one is a little unique because if you look, let me see, is that too much glare? Look at the bottom of each one. Okay.
Yeah, they're slightly different, but they're very similar.
They're very similar, but they are also slightly different. So that's the thing about these cover sketches is that they're not always the same because they really can't be. I mean, it would take literally a robot to draw it exactly the same. So this one, when I was looking at it, I noticed that the ground under Thanos was a little bit different. One was more of a traditional ground, and one had like little broken pieces of pavement. So if you're interested in original art, I mean, I think it's a great way to get into it.
I think so too. So these are the Marvel. Let's move to a DC item. We have a really, really, really cool Superman collection. Now, this has the double plus of not only being a limited edition remark, but this is actually from Dan Jurgens' private collection that we're bringing to you today. So this is Superman the New 52, Secrets and Lies, Volume 2. And what you're going to get with this, not only are you getting Dan Jurgens' personal comp copy that he got from DC, but every single one in silver has the big blue with a silver remark. Now we're bringing this in for $199.20 to go with $19.92. the year that Dan killed Superman. Because remember, the Man of Steel was almost the Man of Ash. I don't know how else to say. I don't know.
Man of Dirt.
Man of Dirt. So, by the way, we're trying to get my other computer up. We're having problems, but I know this is a little slow. But this is, again, you're getting this graphic novel from the New 52 by Dan Jurgens, one of the creators that's most synonymous with Superman, and you're getting this remark by Dan Jurgens in the comic. So,
Ron, in the notes when you fill out the form that I'm going to send you, just put the Avengers that's different, and we'll know what you mean. We're fighting her right now, Ron. So
actually,
in the form,
you know what? No, he should put in the notes either the Avengers with Captain America or the Avengers with Spider-Man.
Yeah, or you could say big three. Any of that kind of stuff will help.
Ron, I'm assuming you're talking about this one.
Yes, yeah? Ron would like that cover.
Sold.
No problem.
So
again, and Rex can write Ron on a post-it note, and we'll be good to go.
And not to John.
Yeah, John's not here, so you don't have to write that this time.
All right, so this is a really cool collectible. Again, Dan Jurgens took the time to actually send us one of his personal file copies that he signed and remarked. And look, Dan is a living legend. He really, really is. He's one of the greatest creators the industry's ever had. I don't even want to call him a writer or an artist because I truly wish to call him one of the greatest creators. So this is a great piece of art. Now, some people may not know this. The way Rex and I first met each other 30 years ago.
I don't say the number, Nick. There's
no 30 years ago. This is actually when you think about it, this is kind of righteous that it's here.
Yeah.
Because we worked at competing companies.
We did.
Rex worked at a company called Scoreboard, Catch a Star, and I worked at a company called Dynamic Force. Oh, I still work there.
Yeah.
I never did grow up.
No, you didn't.
Anyway, we both worked together with Death of Superman, and by the time the Return of Superman happened, we were competing against each other like crazy.
And then the
Here, show this a little while I try and get my computer going.
When Bane broke Batman's back too.
I know.
Yeah, we were going at it, but I also want to point out, because we used to do all those signings.
This one, yeah.
It's unbelievably difficult, to do a sketch in silver paint pen, because it globs, it smears. I mean, it takes a lot more time, in my opinion, than it would to sketch in using any other medium.
Yeah.
All right, because if you never work with a paint pen, you're constantly shaking the pen, and if you're not careful, it globs out. So you got to be real careful that the flow of the ink. Okay, there you go. That's a better shot. That the flow of the ink is smooth and consistent. So the fact that Dan did this in silver paint pen, to me, but against a black background, it really pops. But the fact that he was able to do it like this at all, in the amount of time it must have taken him, is something. Absolutely something. And as Nick mentioned, this is his personal copy as well. So,
it's definitely it's original art.
It is original art, yes, sir.
So I think this is nice and poetic that we have it tonight.
I think it is as well.
So then the other things that we have are pieces that are affordable. So we have 3 prints, and the 3 prints are Wonder Woman, Superman, and the Justice League. Now, the Justice League we have 2 of, and maybe we bring this.
Here, let's start with Justice League, Nick.
The Justice League are John Romita Jr., and we have 2 of these. And I might have the better computer set up in a second.
That's why I said start with it. I had that one loaded.
Why don't you tell us the order you have it loaded in, and we'll do it.
Yeah, really, man.
Well, let's talk about this Justice League one for a minute.
All right. So this Justice League is John Romita Jr. It's a cover, one of the covers that he did for DC. John is now exclusive with Marvel again. So getting getting any new DC artwork is not going to happen. The only DC artwork that there is the DC artwork that existed before. We have 2 of these lithos. They are on 100-pound cardboard stock, and they are signed by John Romita Jr., Scott Hanna, and Paul Mounts. So these are really limited, and we have 2 of them tonight, and they are $49.99 each. Again, we're showcasing some of the lower price point items first because we want to make this as affordable as possible for our fans. In addition to that, we also have the Wonder Woman litho.
Well, wait, Kyle, which one do you have loaded up next?
I have them both.
Okay. Well, go ahead then, Nick.
Then we have the Wonder Woman litho that Rex is showing right now. And this one is by George Perez and signed by George Perez. Now, we all know George is retired and that George hardly does any conventions. So getting his signature has become rarer and rarer. And one of the only ways to get it is usually with a claim sale where a handler, where you mail your comics in, you pay the $20 to $50 to get it signed, you pay the $20 handling fee, and you're paying the shipping back and forth, right? And which is great. If you're getting your personal comic signed, that is fantastic. But we have it where you can have this litho shipped to you right away. Now, old man Nick does not remember. How much are we selling this for?
$29.99.
So this one's only $29.99. So
George's signature at last con was more than that.
Exactly. So you're getting all the bells and whistles here, which is basically very simple. All the bells and whistles are fine art, signed by George Perez on one of his signature characters.
Rex, can you bring it closer to the camera and hold the signature up?
Hold on.
Move it to your right. There you go, just like that. Jordan will take a Wonder Woman Perez. Thank you, Jordan.
And that's the only one. We're sold out.
Yeah, we have one.
Yes.
We only have one today.
Daryl wants to know, Nick, when are you going to pull out your own personal art collection and start selling pieces? Daryl, he does that regularly, and oftentimes it is my great pleasure to buy it out from under him.
Daryl, you know what? That's the funny thing. I do sell my own art during these shows, but I don't do it that often because, well, hold on, let me rephrase. I do sell some of my own art during the shows because I want to be able to convey how much I love the art. Part of the reason why we do these shows is to grow the original art market, to grow the consumer base, to grow the potential fan base. I love original art. It's one of my favorite pastimes in the industry, and it is what helps me enjoy the hobby even more so. So I will have some original art that I'll be offering tonight that is from my personal collection. And I've said this before, Daryl, it will never break my heart if people don't buy my art, but I will be pleased as punch if I make someone else happy, because it's always enjoyable to pay it forward.
We literally have to rip it from Nick's fingers. He doesn't like going into his personal collection.
That's one way of saying it.
I'll tell you this.
It's been such a help by providing us with original art so we can
or lithos.
Otherwise, it'll be an hour of me and Nick talking with one piece of original art, because some weeks it's like literally, we got time down.
And you're getting an hour of me and Rex talking regardless. So
I'll say this, and this is
original art. It'd be even more boring.
So let's go to Superman. So the Superman is also signed by George Perez. It's the only one we have. And it's beautiful. I mean, look at it. You've got the American flag. You've got Superman flying in the air with the doves. Again, it's cardstock gallery art stock that is signed by George Perez. This goes back to what we were saying earlier. And how much are we offering this one at?
Same price, $29.99.
Look at that. Kyle's on his game. He got his pizza, so he's feeling better.
Yeah, I'm feeling better. I ate my pizza. CJ James just wants to bring up, don't pull too hard or we'll have another incident like Nick has had.
And
Nick. Francisco names the Superman.
I treat all of them very delicately.
So
thank you, Francisco.
Is Francisco here?
Yes, Francisco just claimed that Superman.
Cool.
All right, Francisco.
There you go, Francisco.
So that is
congratulations.
2 down. All right, so we sold 2 pieces.
Ooh, are we doing that?
No, we can't do that on
I
that.
don't want to do that.
Not on the litho. We can do it when there's plastic involved. Let's see. What else we got? What else? All right. Let's move on to let's move on to Dan Jurgens and Captain America with the Falcon. So we have here Captain America and the Falcon, number 13. There you go. That's even better.
Look at that.
Page 10. This is Dan Jurgens. This is written by Christopher Priest, one of my all-time favorite writers. And it is penciled by Dan Jurgens and inked by Nelson. So this is a page that I absolutely adore. I love it. I adore it. And I think it's fantastic. I'm biased, obviously, because I own it. What are we putting this one out at? I don't even want to look at the prices usually when I talk about this.
$295.
Oh,
$295.
Kyle beat me to it.
All right, you know what? Because Daryl came in and was asking the questions, we're going to commemorate Captain America. I'm going to piss Kyle off a little bit because he might want to buy it.
Hey, you shouldn't pause when you say that.
$194.10 for 1941, the year Captain America first appeared in Timely Comics.
Kyle loves it when you do that. He really, really does.
So, look, this is part one of a two-part story, American Psycho, and it basically is because of Falcon's increasingly erratic behavior, Captain America is forced to sever his longtime relationship with the Falcon, while the anti-Cap goes on a murderous rampage. So, again...
So, real quick for the comments, I just want to mention this. Guys, the reason tonight is mostly Captain America and Superman and some of these characters is that here on the Experience in the month of July, we're celebrating Americana. And these are kind of the guys we built it around. Captain America, Superman, America Chavez. We've got some G.I. Joe stuff happening later in the month. All kinds of stuff like that. So Nick is helping us out by kicking it off. So tonight's going to feature largely your red, white, and blue superheroes.
And let me say this, and we said this Wednesday. If there's something that everybody that's watching is interested in, let us know. You know, put in the chat boards or whatever, or message us. Because what we'll do is we'll always try. I mean, we may not have it, but if we have it, we'll certainly try to bring it.
Well, you know, I finally got to catch up on the notes, and I've got my buddy Jordan saying, hey, how about some Frank Miller Daredevil pages? You know, Jordan, the problem with that is, imagine if I put this on the air, and you're one of the two people I promised I would offer it to first. What if I put it on the air and somebody buys it, and it's a show you miss? Are you sure you want me to put it on the air? Are you sure?
Because he puts up that Daredevil art, and I'm robbing a bank or something. Like, we'll figure out how to pay for it later. I'm buying it now.
Jordan's going, I'll message you later, Nick.
Right, right. So, Wilfredo, what's going on?
Hey, Wilfredo, what's going on, buddy?
All right.
Let's
so
see.
We got this one at $194.10.
We will be bringing it soon. Francisco, thanks for claiming Superman. Let's see, what else? Okay, so for those people that don't know, I got some Brett Booth artwork in and a Will Conrad. I got a Brett Booth Teen Titans and a Will Conrad Wolverine page. And I was so excited to get it. I've been waiting, I think UPS or FedEx probably, had like misplaced it 2 days in a row. I got the notification, hey, it's coming, and it kept revising it. We'll be there by 12. We'll be there by 3. We'll be there by 6. We'll be there by 9.
Sounds like the cable guy.
What I was going to say is, how do you keep an idiot waiting? You tell them their original art is coming. So by the time I finally got it 3 days later, I was so excited. I ripped it open, and I ripped the bottom of the art. Tell you what, after we come back from break, I'll show it to the people that haven't seen it. In the meanwhile, we have this Captain America page that we were going to sell for $2.99, and just because Daryl called and asked about my art, we're going to go with $194.10 for 1941.
It's only because Kyle was so prepared tonight, okay, so on his game, that Nick decided to throw an obstacle right in his, you know, as he's moving full speed, just throw that wall right in front of him.
I should have brought my Freedom Fighters art. I actually have some Freedom Fighters art. How could I not have thought of Freedom Fighters?
We're doing this all month. Kyle just said so. We're doing Americana all month.
We will be back. We will be back. It's
We'll just do it next week.
That's
Yeah.
it.
There you go.
All right, let's. We got about 3 minutes. Let's get one more piece in before the break.
All right, just one thing I will ask, if everybody wouldn't mind. It's always easier when you ask for other people's shows. It feels like shilling when you ask for yourself, but when you ask for other people, it feels better. But please, if you enjoy what you're seeing, if you wouldn't mind, hit the like button, hit hearts if you're on Facebook or Twitter, hit the bell for notifications. If you wouldn't mind sharing, please share as well. I love doing these shows to just talk about original art, to expand original art. I can't read what Jordan said because I'm too old and it's too far. Amy, what's
Jordan, to keep me from buying that piece, I will cover your 10 cents. If you're into it, I'll cover the 10 cents. Just to keep me from buying it.
Oh my God. So anyway, hit the buttons if you don't mind. It would be appreciated. So let's see. We are going.
Hey, can I make a request before the break?
Yes.
Can we do the Red Skull piece?
There we go.
Who thinks Kyle particularly likes this piece?
Seriously? I mean, it's a beautiful piece, and it's the anti-July 4th weekend piece. Look, there are people that like the villains.
That thing's beautiful.
Right, we have COVID.
Right.
Okay, we have the COVID remark. Okay, the cover sketch, and now we got the Red Skull. So
There
we
you
gotta
go.
have a bad guy.
So this is Brian Hitch and Butch Geist from Captain America Reborn. It's a great page. We have not only the Red Skull, but you also have Crossbones, and I don't remember who the woman is. Shoot. If anybody but me, besides, if anybody smart knows, I should have been prepared. I just love the fact that it's Brian Hitch, Inc. by Butch Geist. Please let us know. What's the price on this?
Let's see. Price is
$8.95.
$8.95.
Nah, that's
Kyle's all over.
You know what?
There
We got more people than new people. So instead of $8.95, trying to think what I have into it.
Thinking.
I have to think about what I have into it. $8.95. Let's do $760 for the Spirit of 76. And again, it will not break my heart if you don't buy this. I'm not here to hard sell you. It's all good. We're here to just talk about original art.
That's Sin.
Sin.
Thanks,
his
Mike.
quarters. Huh?
Mike Lovitz helped us out with that one. I appreciate it. That's Sin.
Thank you, Michael. So this is, I just remember Sin from the Paul Neary run, I guess. I'm old. Cap 292. What are you going to do? Anyway, look, I love the fact that this is Brian Hitch, Inc. by Butch Geist. Butch is one of the best artists in the industry. He's a great inker, and he really, really just made Brian's beautiful pencils even more gorgeous. And so this is a great splash page. It's honestly cover quality, and it is beautiful. And Captain America Reborn was a watershed moment in Marvel history with Ed Brubaker. I mean, when you think about, we're talking about art, but the story lends to the art. Ed Brubaker, who worked on the death of Captain America, the return of Captain America, took Bucky and turned him into the Winter Soldier with Steve Epting. It's a great series. And then when you have Brian Hitch and Butch Geist working on this special Captain America Reborn series, it's just beautiful. And keep in mind, while this is from issue 4, this is the page 1 splash. So it's a great page. Again, $760 for this weekend. And it is available if you like it, So I think we're going to break, and when we come back, we'll start doing some Ramita.
We got a little
Captain
bit
America.
Yeah, we got a little bit of that.
Yeah. All right. We'll be right back after these quick messages here on The Experience.
To be continued. 3 little words that hold the secret to the next great story. 3 words that will thrill you, confound you, give life to new possibilities. Every variation of To Be Continued is a promise. A promise of adventure. A promise of excitement. A promise of unseen wonders and unexplored worlds. A promise that every issue you read makes you a part of a never-ending journey. And behind every page there will be an unopened door waiting for you. This story to be continued at your local comic book shop today.
What's up, everybody? It's Kyle. We're back here on the Original Art Experience. I just want to give you guys a heads up about something that's happening here on the Experience this weekend. Tomorrow night, Sunday night, and Monday night, 3 nights of the Experience's own fireworks display to celebrate the 4th of July exclusively over on our Twitch channel. That's twitch.tv/the_EXP. You can also follow us on Instagram at @the_EXP1 for more details about that. Hopefully, you'll be able to come out and have our fireworks.
All right. So here's one thing. I want to throw out a few things. First of all, Jordan is watching us again. Jordan, just want to say, loved your interview with Bill last night. It was so fantastic, especially the last story. Jordan's one of the nicest collectors in the industry and just a really, really great guy to know. Bill Cox, for those of you who don't know, he has a show almost every night on Comic Art Live, and it is the Comic Collector Live. And on Friday tonight at 9 o'clock, he has the Comic Art Live recap of all this week's sales. And then on Wednesdays, it's usually Dueling Dealers. Now, in the near future, and Jordan, please put in when, I can't remember, Jordan is doing an affordable art duel-off with Anthony Snyder of Anthony's Comics with all affordable art. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I do have to ask my friends Will and Mike Lovitz, what Don Newton did you sell to Daryl without letting me know about it? Hey, it's all good. Daryl's a great guy. Love Daryl. Great Batman collector. Man has a lot of taste. So, you know, the one great thing about this hobby is that we can all share and enjoy it. And at the end of the day, we can all go to Comic Art Fans and spread the love of our comics. Bill Cox has a great community. So, and Jordan said that it is July 12th. That's really nice. You know, that's up to Bill if he'd like me to come back. I'm happy to be there. You know, I was honored to be there. I felt like I was outclassed. I mean, you have Bill, you have Albert, and you have Mike Berkey. I mean, those guys are experts. I'm just a fan. So thank you for the kind words. And yeah, if they want me back, I'd be happy to join again. So going back to the artwork, so let's showcase. Let's do this. Let's go to this. We had this last week, but I feel like this was something that was really affordable but didn't have a full audience. This is Justice Society of America, Volume 3, Issue 41. This is a 2-page spread, page 8 and 9. This is a great issue. You've got Alan Scott, you've got Dr. Midnight and Obsidian here. This is Mark Bagley and Norm Ratman. Norm is one of my favorite inkers on Bagley. What is this? How much is this one?
$4.99.
$4.99. So you're getting a 2-page spread for $4.99, and I'm not going to cut this price anymore because Bagley price is this is a good price for a Bagley piece, and it's got some great characters. Alan Scott being one of my favorite DC characters. I would say that we try not to talk about value or perceived value too much, outside of just trying to express that you may be getting something that is within not only an affordable range, but a range of where hopefully you're paying for artwork that can help you grow your hobby. While we try not to talk about perceived value, it's getting harder and harder every day now that you're seeing collectibles companies, collectibles explode. And even CGC, the leader in grading, the majority was bought by an investment group. I mean, an investment group spending $500 million to acquire a majority of CGC to expand the operations. What does that tell you about the collectible industry? So, I guess, that's the one thing that Rex and I were talking about. Maybe we do need to talk a little bit more about the collectible part, but it's still mostly about the enjoyment. Buy it because you love it.
Well, I think that that's the important point. And I think that what everybody has to realize is that the collectibles industry, comic books, whether it be comic books or sports cards or memorabilia, that type of thing, has really exploded, especially in the last year. And now you're seeing Wall Street step in and make major purchases because CGC was not the only one. PSA was bought out. The trading card grading company was bought out last year. Once Wall Street sees something, and I think what they're seeing is this, and you and I talk about it all the time, Nick, nobody's ever fallen in love with a stock. Nobody's ever fallen in love with a bond. Okay, what is there to love? It's a stock. You buy it. It's an investment. You hope to make money, so on and so forth. Comics and collectibles of that nature, there's a love. You collect it because you love it. If you're lucky, it rises in value and it turns into an investment. But it's still something, if it doesn't, like a penny stock that never gets to $1, you still bought it for a specific reason. Because you love that character, or you love that creator and the art and so on and so forth. But that's the magic, I think, of comics, and certainly it's reaching that area of becoming an investment level type of industry. But where it came from is we love it because we're comic book fans.
Well, this is what I'll say about this, because as I'm being asked by Jason, we really don't take offers here. Every once in a while, I'll cut a price even more than I initially had it for, because just for the fun of it. Again, my goal here is mostly to encourage people to buy original art if they never bought it. What I will do is I'll do 50% down, 50% within 30 days. I like to work with people, like Wilfredo's been one of our best supporters. He's bought a lot. If Wilfredo wanted to buy this, or anybody here, we would do half down, half within 30 days. But, this isn't, the dueling dealers. Those guys are in it for the business, and they want to make the deals, and they do a great job. As some people know, I buy a lot from dueling dealers, and I buy a lot from Will and Glenn's Sunday shows. Shoot, Will, pop in the name of your show. I cannot believe I can't remember it. But there's just some great collectible show. Last week, our buddy Ruben ran a show on Saturday, which was fantastic. And I know that I guess I'm taking the long way around of saying it like this, Jason. We're offering the art, and if none of it sells, and the only thing that happens during this show is we convey the community of art, that's fantastic. Those guys, they are on the air to sell. That is their primary focus. And so you're able to negotiate deals with them if someone hasn't bought it. But for me, this is all about growing the industry. This is all about just giving back to the community. This is all about just showing the love. So the reason also why I bring a lot of my items up for sale is because I want to be able to talk passionately about it. And if I can talk passionately about it, then that helps grow the industry. So,
and let me add also, Jason. I realize. I mean, we're not exactly running Amazon here, so we do it mainly for the love of original art, love of comic collectibles. I kind of suspect that Nick does this, and then he keeps a lot of the art that we get from Spencer. He just outright buys it, so it's a way to make him feel a little less guilty. When he's, buying, even more original art, it's like, well, we got to do our original art show on Fridays. And then all of a sudden it disappears from the building and we ask where it is. And I took it home with me.
I don't have this checked off as sold. Oh, it's sold. It's sold. It's sold.
It's gone.
Listen,
hey fellas, we only got about 10 to 12 minutes left.
Oh,
no.
So,
yeah. Right. Let's move and
all right. Real quick, just one other thing. This also happened when Will co-hosted the show with me. I ended up buying, like 8 pieces of art over time. I bought the Dave Sim piece. I bought the Perkins Punisher cover. I bought the Ninja cover.
TLDR, Nixon addict.
Nixon addict, that's right.
Yeah, he really has a problem. I would like to really go to the Lost Still next.
The Lost Still?
The Lost Still.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Listen, whatever art we don't get back to today, we'll be back on next week.
Unless it goes to Nick's house and never to see the light of day again.
Listen, some of it will come back. Let's look at this.
Here.
Check this out. Now Rex, you read the still.
All right.
I'll put the photo up on screen.
All right, put the photo up and then I'll read the stuff. All right, here we go. All right, so I don't even know where this came from, and do we know who the artist is? We don't, right?
Just let's read away.
A still from the long forgotten and abandoned Republic serial Batman and Superman, made shortly after Superman and the Mole Men. George Reeves teamed with Lewis Wilson, coaxed back into a role thought to be long in the past, as the two heroes discovered clues linking the kidnapping of a prominent nuclear scientist, the Batman's foremost antagonist, the Joker. The uncompleted film, lensed in late 1951, was abandoned due to the collapse of the serial features market and the film's spiraling budget. It was later pieced together and released, albeit in severely truncated form, to the Mexican market in 1959 under the title Las Grandes Americanas. Played for 1 week and was once again abandoned by Republic after the collapse of the studio and its new buyer. Of course, all of the above is, can't say the word, but BS, but it's fun to imagine and speculate. This has, I
bought it just because it was that funny.
It is so cool. I mean, you look at that, and it just, and I'm still watching on, what channel is it? I forget, but I still watch every Saturday morning the old George Reeves Superman series.
Like Me TV or one of those has it.
Yes. Oh, it's Spike TV. It's Spike TV. Yeah. And I watch it every morning. Albeit it's really early in the morning. My daughter's going, if I have it on too loud, I wake her up. But how crazy am I? And it's so interesting to watch. So this piece just jumped out at me, and I may end up buying the piece if nobody buys it tonight.
The coolness and the funness of it is what caught my attention. So because Nick's an old man and doesn't remember anything, how much is this?
We have it right now at $8.95.
There we go. Kyle on his game. Yeah.
I'll be honest. I'm on my game because there's so much here I want to buy, but I'm still paying off a Wonder Man DPS that I bought, so we got to wait.
Yeah, it won't break my heart if this doesn't go tonight. I'll be honest with you.
It'll go to Rex. Is that what we're hearing?
All right. You know what? And just because I'm going with the 76 theme, So, Jason, this is part of the stuff that we do that we have on Wilfredo. If we ever do an in-person thing, you are invited if we ever do it. If we ever do it. But because we're sticking with the Spirit of 76, we're going to make this $760. So, and who's the artist on this? I don't even know. We have no clue who the artist is.
We don't actually know.
You might buy it and find out that this was done by name a great artist that did this for fun, and Nick will say, I sold that for how little? $760.
I think Nick is just trying to keep me from getting it. I'm actually a little mad right now.
So meet and greet Jason with Will and everybody with deal makers of Comic Art. That would be neat. You know?
Yeah, if we find out this is like a Picasso or something from like his weird side hobbies, we're all gonna like cry.
I shouldn't have brought it in. I should have just Nick forgot about it. I shouldn't have said anything. But it's so neat.
It's great.
If it sells tonight, I'm not going to be very happy. Actually, I'm going to be honest.
Look, here's the thing. When this a friend of mine was walking by the Society of Illustrators or something like that, right? And they had thrown out a bunch of posters and shit. And for some reason, he opened one up, and they thought they threw out a Obama poster. It was a $20,000 Obama painting.
You hear these stories all the time. People's attic finds.
Yeah, but this was the Society of Illustrators.
Well, it gets busy sometimes.
So I can just see somebody buy this and being like, oh my God, Neil Adams did this as a fluke. Oh my God, don't tell anybody. And watch, it'll be the person that goes, can you go down to 750? How about 755?
I don't even know who did it, but I mean the realism. George Reeves looks like George Reeves. I mean, it's amazing.
It's not even just the art itself on this one. It's the extra spice that somebody went and wrote that up.
I know, right?
That's really what puts it over the top.
And you get that too. And there's misspellings in it. So I'm just saying.
Rich Johnson must have written it if there's misspellings.
Wow.
A few people will get that one. So listen, $760. It is a better price than we anticipated, but it is the Spirit of 76. Let's close this with a John Romita piece and a recap.
I just need to point out, Nick, that you both swore and threw shade at someone that piece. So one of these has to go in the swear original art swear jar.
I did not swear.
But Nick did.
You did. What?
Yeah. So one of these pieces has to go in the original art swear jar.
Oh my God!
Maybe one of the Romita pieces you're about to show everybody.
That's going to eat the last 10 minutes. He's just going to stare at the art and not put it in a jar. I'm just telling you, Kyle. I know how this works.
All right, let's pull up one of the.
Can we do? How about the Captain America 8, page 22 splash?
I love that. Pop it up.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That was the one you didn't bring. That was one of the ones you didn't bring in.
I didn't bring these 4 pieces of art because it's been raining like crazy, and the last thing I wanted to do was bring it home, and it'll just at that point it'll thunder shower, just like last night as I was leaving. Fred Chamberlain, what's going on?
In that case, let's do a different piece because I don't seem to have that scan. So let's do Captain America 50.
Oh, well, those we have here. I can't believe you don't have any of the Romita pieces. Now everybody's going to hate us. All right, what do we have on the Captain America 50?
Page 12. Luke Ross. Oh, yeah, he's got that. Oh, I love that one. Yeah, I remember looking at this one.
So this is a great one with Bucky Barnes being the new Captain America. You know, he's trapped in the past, but it's his birthday. Check it out. And this is from World War II in the middle of the Depression on military bases. Look at how beautiful that is. Now, this was originally $500 when I picked it up. Jason only showed up for the Romitas. Tell you what, Jason, we'll figure out a way to get the Romitas. Amy, send the Romitas back to Kyle again. Email him, please. He can't find them.
All I got was the list, not the scans.
He needs the scans. So here, I tell you what, let me go look for the scan as well. You guys talk real quick. I'm going to look for the scan so that Kyle can have it because I want Jason to be happy. So talk about that, guys. So anyway, originally that was $500 when I picked it up.
Talk about that as he walks away and then keeps talking.
And I picked
Did
that
you just
up
meet him, Kyle?
14 years ago? That's from a book from 14 years ago. What year did Captain America 50 come out, Kyle?
That would have been.
Kyle's looking.
Kyle's
on the job.
Yeah, I'm looking. 2004.
All right, so 17 years ago, that was $500. We're asking $595 right now. I would say I'm really bad at inflation.
So we're looking for those removed for you.
Well, let's talk about this page though. So in the top, you've got my favorite thing in comics pages, and at least in original art, is a landscape like city block scene. Mm-hmm. I love architecture in original art because guys put a ton of detail into something that really, when you're actually reading the comic, you don't pay a ton of attention to.
That's true. You're absolutely right.
You're like, okay, Captain America's walking down the street, great. But if you look at the buildings and stuff in the back, there's a ton of detail in them. But then on this particular page, you get this big Cap body shot, where he's kind of diving through the air, and that pulls your eye from that, middle right or left, depending on your political point of view, through the bottom opposite corner of the page.
What's up,
Richie? It brings your whole eye through the whole piece. And the shading is just incredible.
And Jason, we will always go crazy for our fellow collectors, so don't worry about it. Kyle, you should have the email, hopefully.
Yep, got it.
Again, look, this is from 17 years ago. It was $500 then. It's at $595 now. It is at barely a markup in this market. So, and it's beautiful. I mean, it's pure Luke Ross. I love Luke's art. I think he's fantastic. And again, just seriously, another page that I'm giving this price because I want it to be affordable for someone. If they can fit it within their budget. Otherwise, it stays in Nick's collection, which is not the worst thing in the world for me. But look, we bring these shows because we want to grow the market. And I want to bring up one more time, don't forget, 9 o'clock tonight, Comic Art Fans Live with Bill Cox. It's going to be the first recap he's had in a few weeks since he went on vacation. And it should be interesting because he's going to be talking about what he's doing with the channel. So, Kyle, you got the other page? 3, 2, maybe not. There we go.
It is.
The Return of Sharon Carter. This is from
We are actually we have 2 minutes. Go as fast as you've ever gone.
This is from 2013, the Rick Remender, John Romita Jr. series. This is the splash page, the final page that has Sharon Carter's return. So what do we got this priced at?
3 large.
All right. So this is probably the most expensive item we have ever had. I think the Tarzan that my boy Jordan bought was $2,500. Wilfredo, this one's $3,000, and it's because I really hate selling John Romita Jr. art. I mean, I brought it on. If somebody buys it, obviously, I'm fine with selling it. But I wanted to bring something Captain America based. Sharon Carter has gotten a lot of heat from actually being on Captain America. I'm sorry, Falcon and Winter Soldier, which, by the way, I'll say again, Baron Zemo made that show. Love Baron Zemo, favorite part of the show. But
I think Ron had a question. Ron, if you're asking about the one that you bought, you have Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America.
But he asked who the artists were.
Yeah.
And that one is.
I'm sorry, the 2 artists. I thought you said who were the big 3.
Mariano Nicieza and Joe Delbeato. And yes, Mariano Nicieza is, in fact, Fabian Nicieza's older brother. So an artist. And an artist in his own right.
Yeah.
So Wilfredo, $3,000. everyone, look, I want to thank you all. We have upcoming tonight at 9 o'clock, Nancy from Comics Unlimited. Tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, we're mostly taking off. We come back with live shows on Monday with Jen King with some interviews. And then we have all of our regular programming starting Tuesday. Rex will be back on Wednesday. We will be back next Friday for Original Art Experience. And then next Saturday will be one of our 2 last Saturday shows. And it will be fantastic.
All right. Don't forget to turn in. Ron, don't worry about it. Just say Avengers sketch cover. We'll get it taken care of.
Hit the like button.
Yes. We will see everybody. And make sure you tune in tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday for the Experience Fireworks.
Ooh, cool.
And great
Yes,
interviews.
we'll see everybody
Dan
soon.
Jurgens, so many other great creators. Thanks, everybody.
Mm-hmm.